Alright, what's going on, guys? Sean Don here, Atlas Peak Performance, coming at you using a different audio recording mechanism this time, so hopefully this does not sound terrible. But yeah, here we have Sam Uderman with yet another hammer throw. He said this was a practice best for him with the 16. He's been working on the 4 turns, which I'm excited to see because he did well with the 3 turns this year. Hopefully next year he throws even farther, 60 meters and beyond. We'll see. So let's go ahead and watch the clip.
Yeah, come on!
Oh yeah, Sam. Oh yeah. So one more time. He said he was getting after it. This is a mock meat. Put a little mustard on it. And
Yeah, come on!
alright. So pretty solid, Sam. Pretty solid. Let's work through it a little bit. So with your winds, I think right off the start, like, your winds aren't bad. I just like your left shoulder position, your left arm position, and this is a little high. That elbow comes really high and almost blocks your face out. I'm a fan of keeping my left elbow a little bit lower, but keeping the right elbow high. I feel like it helps you keep connected to the hammer a little bit more. When you get in this position, you can kind of throw yourself off balance because so much weight is behind you. But I mean, you've done okay with it so far. But I think as you continue to throw, I think that might be something to work on. Is keeping that left elbow kind of close to your chest. That left elbow down a little bit more, as opposed to way up over your head. I know that sometimes the cue is combing the hair, but this is just a little bit too high with that left arm and left elbow, in my opinion. So working through. See, like, it's a little bit better. Like, that just looks like an uncomfortable position to me. And a good shoulder mobility, that's great, but a little excessive, and I think you connect with a hammer a little bit later because of it. If you get that left shoulder a little bit lower, your left elbow a little bit lower, I think you might be able to connect earlier. But coming off the winds, Sam, I've been giving you some crap. Not really giving you crap, but your left side pulls just a little bit, and you're tied up in that left shoulder, and it starts right here. You got to turn back in that wind. So as you can see in this second wind, your head and your left shoulder lead the whole throw. The ball's all the way back here, and your left shoulder and your head are pretty much at zero. And then as you enter, it kind of stays that way, and it stays that way, and it stays that way, and it stays that way. And this position especially, your left shoulder and your head, you're probably about 30 degrees, 20 degrees ahead of the ball. At this point, you want to be running the ball past you rather than leading the ball, which is what you're doing. You can see your right foot's not really turning so much, your left side's opening up, your left shoulder's tightens a little bit higher than it is your right, and your head's turned left and your eyes are kind of looking out there. So it is not pulling the left side really comes back to the entry, and this is a prime example. If you can let that ball run past you and work that right side around the left in the entry, you'll set yourself up much better to not pull the throw as you are kind of doing right now. But besides that, you let the ball go a little bit better out there. Come in and catch. Great catch position super early. That's awesome. Shoulders are pretty much over the hips. You catch the ball just past 180, and then let's see how you continue to work it. Heel comes down early. I like that as well. Sets up that left side axis, but you're still just a little high and tight in that left shoulder. Really try to relax your arms, like, more and more. Use grip stuff. Use tacky, whatever it is you can to help relax your arms. Head's leading just a little bit again. Working the ball out and around. Catch, still pretty solid. I really like your body position here. Once again, shoulders over the hips. It's great. Yeah, you catch it just a little bit later, but still relatively early. I like it. Sit down. Heel comes down early again. And as you can see right here, your head's kind of with the ball. and then as soon as that left foot comes down, your head goes ahead of the ball. All right. Look at the ball. I think maybe Hal Connolly, could be wrong. He said look at like the back half of the ball. I'm not exactly sure who I heard that from, but it's a decent cue. Or even just think about running the ball past you outside of your line of sight, out left each turn, because you're still just pulling, you're up and tight with that shoulder. You got to let the ball grow out left. And you can see here, this is where it gets a little bit worse. Your head kind of turns and you look out there and you're ahead of the ball. That's a sign of pulling. Well, tight up in the arms. This is your worst catch so far. I mean, once again, body position is still very solid. But you can see you catch closer to 270 than you do 180, probably just at 270, it's hard to tell. And even then it looks like your arms are getting a little bit tighter and the orbit is starting to shorten up just a bit. You gotta stay long with your arms and stay long with the radius. Left shoulder, man, you gotta relax that bad boy. Let the ball run long out to the left. Think about trying to reach out and let the ball touch the net out there. And then as you come into 4, once again, solid catch. Hard to tell, maybe right in between these two frames. Either way, probably just before 270. So as you work through the finish, pretty solid stick to finish, nice and balanced. So like overall, the throw same is very nice. Positions are great. It's just your left shoulder is so tight, and your left arm is so tight. You need to relax and let it go. I think it kind of starts with the wind and the entry. Really work on running that ball past you in the winds. Keep your head connected with the ball. Yeah, keep your head connected with the ball. Get the ball out left. And keep working on relaxing your arms. It's easy to feel it better with a 10K or a 9K or an 8K or a heavy ball. But to really get your arms to relax, you need to throw light stuff. Everybody loves special strength stuff, but the light balls are probably honestly more important, because when it comes down to it, it's a speed event. And if you can't move fast enough or relax your arms enough or turn your muscles on and off fast enough to throw far and to throw fast, you're never going to be able to get there. So keep working, Sam. You got some more in the tank, that's for sure, especially if you're setting practice best this early in the season. In the off season, even then, we're still learning 4 turns and stuff like that. So yeah, work some light balls, get your left shoulder to relax, really throw it right, work that ball past you in the entry, stuff like that, dude, and you're gonna, 60 meters is definitely on the horizon, especially if you're throwing practice best in the off season, like I already said. So thanks for tuning in, guys. If you want a technical analysis of your own, visit www.atlaspeakperformance.com. And start getting better. It's the off season. Now's the time to make the technical changes and get after it. So, alright, guys, thanks for watching. Sean Down, peace and out.